Now you should understand, Lamai, for your O levels, you all are going to have only another 7 months. Still, if you are in the grade 10 mindset, right, from today that you have to leave that mindset and come into this grade 11 O level mindset. Hurry. Now you have only another 7 months, because in the month of January, that you all are going to sit for the O level exam. Therefore, how many months that you all are going to have, Lamai? Yes, exam is in the month of January, right? January 19th, I think it is the date. Anyways, they will be doing the exam by the month of January. They will not postpone it. Am I clear? Because Lamai 2023 O level was in the month of May, right? April, May. Then 2024 O level was in the month of March, and 2025 O level, which is your batch, will be there in the month of January. Am I clear, Lamai? Not December. Your exam will be there in the month of January, right? Your exam will be there in the month of January. Am I clear? Correct. Now, if I calculate it without the month of May, only another 19 days is there. In order to finish this month, you have only another 7 months, right? 7 months into 30, you have only another 210 days. Did you all understand the importance of these days, Lamai? You have only another 210 days in order to get a, right, in my classes that I don't ask you to get a normal pass, right? Right, in any of my classes, I haven't told students to get a pass or get 5A, 6A. In order to get a 9A, Lamai, in order to get a 9A, anyways, I will be motivating you to get 9A. Am I clear, Lamai? Right, even though that you all don't get it, still it is my responsibility in order to push you towards that results. Am I clear? In my previous batches also, right, there are some good 9As, right, with my motivation that I gave them. In some subjects they were really weak, but I told them, no, this is how I work and this is how that you should work, the plan and everything, right? So in order to get a 9A, Lamai, that you have only another 210 days. Now you should understand that. Am I clear, Lamai? You are getting a lot of holidays still, that you are in the grade 10 mindset, right? Working only for like once a week, twice a week, right? There are people like that. You should understand, in order to get a 9A, I have only another 210 days, like 220, 210 days. Therefore, day by day, that you are getting closer to your O levels. You are getting closer to your O levels. Day by day, the days left to your O levels getting reduced, right? Now, if I divide this 210 by 9, right? If I divide this 210 by 9, Lamai, you have only another, right? You have only another, I think, like 23 days for subject, right? Per subject, you have only another like 23 days, right? For one subject, you have only like 23 days. Now, did you understand? Right? Within these 23 days for one subject, if it is history, complete the syllabus, doing papers and everything. Hurry. In my classes, by the month of November, we are finishing the syllabus, and before that itself, we are starting the papers. So in the other subjects also, by this time, you should understand, right, in the way that we are doing, is it easy for us to cover the syllabus and to do the papers? Am I clear? Am I in other classes also, right? ICT, science, maths, you should understand, right, in the way that you are, that the sir is doing the class, that the teacher is doing the class. If it goes like this, can I cover the syllabus within this right, within these days, right, before your O levels? That means by the month of November. So for per subject, you have only 23 days. Whatever the things that you do per subject, you have only 23 days. That's the reality. Am I clear, Lamai? Therefore, per day, by this time, Lamai, per day, that you should work for around 6 to 8 hours, right? By this time, that you should minimum work for 6 hours. But if you can take it to 8 hours, that would be the best option. Am I clear? That would be the best thing that you can do, right? That would be the best thing that you can do, right? Right. Therefore, Lamai, you should understand, per subject that you are having only, right? Per subject that you are having only 23 days. So per day, right? Every day you should work for 6 to 8 hours, right? When I was doing O levels, when I was doing O levels, by this time I studied, right, up until 10 hours. Right, in my grade 11, mostly that I did not go to school. Therefore, per day that I work for around 10 hours, 10 hours of self-study, not classes or anything. Am I clear, Lamai? Therefore, when it comes to my history subject, I am doing only one class, which is on Sunday, 8 to 10, 2 hours only. Therefore, for my subject per week, you should allocate only 2 hours. For other subjects also, I think that you are doing so. Am I clear? For one subject, don't try to go for 2 or 3 classes, because by this time, it is really waste of time. Am I clear? Not only the waste of money, even it is waste of time, because by this time, more than the classes that you go, you should allocate more time in self-study, right? Therefore, this 6 to 8 hours is for self-study, right? Every day that you should sit in one place and do studies from 6 to 8. Am I clear, Lamai? When I was doing O levels, usually what I do is I wake up at around 4:35, right, in the morning. Sometimes it can go up until 6, that's fine, but usually, right, at least that I start to study by 5:30. It will go up until 7:38, so 2.5 hours. And then in the morning, right, that I told you that I did not go for school properly. So in the morning, Lamai, again like 1 hour, 2 hours that I will study. Thereby before 12, right, before 12 noon, right, definitely I'll be studying for 3.5 hours, 4 hours. Then in the evening also that I'm studying for around 2.5 to 3 hours, right? So likewise, Lamai, right, on one day, on a particular day that I try my level best in the night. If there are any classes, I can't do self-study, but if there are no classes or anything, that I try my level best in order to go for 9 hours, 10 hours. Am I clear, Lamai? That 9 hours, 10 hours should be really, really productive. So, when it comes to O level, 10 and 11 are important, right? Now you are learning 11, but you should not forget the grade 10, right? If you are learning 11, but if you are forgetting the grade 10, definitely you can't go for a good result. Therefore, while studying for grade 11, right? While studying for grade 11, that you should also revise the grade 10. Am I clear? Therefore, previously that I gave you a timetable. On Monday, for example, if you study science, right? This is how my timetable was, how I managed the 6 to 8 hours. Right? Now on Monday, for example, I can't remember, I think I did maths. Then on Tuesday, if it is history, Wednesday, science. Then my Thursday, another subject, we'll say English literature. On Friday, another subject, which is like first language. Now Saturday, another subject, right? Sunday, another subject, right? Because English was easy for me and I did second language, it was also easy for me. Therefore, 2 subjects that I did not study allocating per day, right? Only 7 subjects in a week that I had to study. Now, for one student, there can be a problem like this. For example, on Thursday, right? On Thursday, you can have 2 tuition classes, for example, 2 tuition classes. Therefore, if you feel like I can't allocate more time on self-study, then on this Thursday, you should put a subject which is easy for you, right? For example, if you feel like history is easy for me, then don't put English lit on this day, put history, and English lit, you can put it on another day where you have less number of classes. Am I clear, Lamai? So by this time in a school, if you have like after school classes or anything, then on that day, don't try to allocate it for a difficult subject. On Saturday and Sunday, if you have more time, then on both the days, put a difficult subject. Am I clear, Lamai? Therefore, whatever the things that you do, now you can't complain. So I have classes after school that I have classes, right? I have school. Then before also that I have to do the school works and everything. I do extracurricular, I do sports, I do club and society, right? Nothing works. Haridalamai. When results come, nothing will work, right? When results come, when someone asks you a result, you can't tell I got only 4A, but during school time, I did cricket, I did football, and I was the head in the commerce society. I was head in that Islamic society, that you can't complain. Am I clear? On the day when the results are getting released, people will ask you a result. You'd have to directly tell 9A or 8A or 8W or 9W. Am I clear? That you can't tell. I got 2A, but I did club and society. Another student got 5A, but that 5A is not worth because he did not do club and society. I did club and society. I did sports. You can't tell like that. Am I clear? clear, lamai? On the day when the results are getting released in Sri Lanka, per year around 4.5 lakh, 5 lakhs people are writing O levels. On that day, every student are same. Am I clear, lamai? If you get 9W, that is because of your inability, right? If you get only 2A, that is your potential. You can't perform beyond that. If you get a 9A, that is your potential. You can do something really well. Am I clear, Lamai? Therefore, on the day when the results are getting released, you can't complain anything. I had to do this. I had to do that. Am I clear? I didn't have time. I went for classes. I went for school, right? I had after school classes. I did not have time. No time to self-study. I can't wake up early in the morning. I can't stay up until late night. You can't tell anything. You can't complain anything, Lamai, right? Your parents have done their part well. They are doing the responsibility, right? Up until today, they are doing their responsibility. Sending you for the classes, right? Paying for you, spending for you, working really difficult for you, right? Your mother, your father, all the parents, right? Therefore, it is your responsibility to do this. Am I clear, Lamai? For example, if you feel like on Monday, no, I have classes, I have school, after school also I have 2 classes, in the night also 1 online class, therefore I can't study, right? That is your problem. Am I clear, Lama? If you have classes like that, then on that day, stay up until 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, don't sleep, try to do that. Am I clear, Lama? In the school, if nothing happens, sleep at school, do the things at home. Am I clear? Therefore, Lama, now, right now, it's time to work. Am I clear, Lama? You can't complain. No more excuses. Hurry. You should work properly, right? If all the people join the class at 8, up until 10, that you should be here. Am I clear? When you join, that I get a screenshot of your name list. Hurry. Then if you don't join up until the end, I know such students and I'll ask admin to not to send the recording. Hurry. Therefore, if you want the recording, you can get the recording, watch it quickly, cover the things really well, right? And make sure that you watch the join for the live classes properly. And in the within the last 7 months, that I want all of you to work properly. Am I clear, Lamai? Hurry. So every year that I used to speak like this, that I used to motivate students. Am I clear, Lamai?